There ain't no fucking way. There's all these red drones coming up out of the water and out of the sky right now. There's no fucking way this is real. And it's coming out of more than one way.
Out the water.
That's fucking crazy.
It's hovering over the water right there.
Yes, look.
One that's hovering over the water right there. They hovering over the water. Look at this shit.
This shit is
What the
crazy.
fuck is that?
What are
Yo,
these?
what the fuck?
Yo, what is that? Yo, babe, be careful.
Yo, what the fuck is that shit?
What is that?
Coming out the fucking water.
Holy
Yo,
shit.
what the fuck is that?
They just keep coming.
Coming out the water. What the fuck is that? Yo, what the fuck is that?
I got it on camera.
Oh my god, yo, what the fuck?
I got it on camera. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, they just keep coming.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
What is it? What the fuck is that shit, yo? Yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, what the fuck is that shit? Yo, you see that? It's
What the
coming out
fuck is
water.
that?
It's coming out the water. They coming out the
They
water.
coming out of the water.
They coming out of the water. They
Holy
literally
shit.
coming out the water.
Yeah, they're coming out of the water. They just, it started out like 2 or 3 of them, and now they come out like this as soon as I called the police.
They're literally coming out the water.
Look, there it goes, look.
Look, they're coming out the water. You see?
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Yo, what the fuck is this?
The water. Outer space is the water.
Shalom. It's the brother of Dabia from GMS Mobile, Alabama camp.
There's all these
Coming at you with another lesson. But before I get started, I want to give all glory, praise, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and sanitation to the hopeful elect, the scattered abroad, preaching the truth with sincerity. To you, I want to say Shalom. And this is footage that I got from one of the brothers of Jake and Eve, man. They are totally confused, but they believe every word that the so-called white man tell them. These are some very large drones, if there was drones. And you know, shit, I didn't think electronics and water, mix, which we all know they don't. So why would it be large ass drones coming up out of the water? Like for what? Like what purpose is that? There's no type of event going on. They ain't making no, they ain't spelling nothing out in the sky or nothing like that. Making some type of image. But these right here are the chariots of the Lord, man. All right. They keep asking, what is it? Hey, it's the chariots of the Lord, the so-called UFOs. Okay, which the angels are maneuvering these vehicles, and it's for your destruction, Jake. 2/3 of all people, they will be judged by these chariots, man. Then the chick, she hollering about, she called police. See, our people be quick to run to Egypt, man. Our people be quick to run to Egypt. I didn't call the police. Like, what the fuck they gonna do? But tell you to get in your car and drive off so you can stay safe or something. They can't even do nothing to these chariots, man. And then by the time they get there, they gonna disappear. They just gonna stop illuminating like a light. They can still be right there, but they just stop illuminating. Hey, these are some magnificent, spaceships, some chariots, the UFOs, what you call them, man. But again, this right here is for 2/3 of our people destruction, and 1/3 of our people's salvation. Okay. But Esau tell you to hate these things when it's very much gonna save your life, man. If you part of the elect. But I want to get into the book Ecclesiastes, Because our people don't know nothing, man. And yet we sit out there and tell them these things, they still shun it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 12. It say, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of man snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. And you know, man don't know when the last day here is on earth. You know, they don't know when that last day gonna be, because they're gonna try their best to avoid it. But just as for sure that they see in these chariots, man, if the Lord gave the word, they would have been zapped to powder right then and there. From that distance, you know, a clear headshot, laser beam cannon, you know, that special move Piccolo did on Dragon Ball Z, the shit that'll go straight through you, man. But this concentrated fire is capable of zapping your ass to dust, man. This is Psalms 37 and verse 28. It say, for the Lord Yahweh loves judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. And that's what the Lord is doing to our people. You know, 2/3 of our people, he cutting them off, man. You know, he unaliving them. He putting them to death. Why? Because of their sins, and they don't want to turn back to him. And what you do with a disobedient child, you bring him his judgment. Whether it's a form of a punishment or a whipping, you know, or you take his favorite toy from him, his video game or something. Hey, that's what the Lord doing to his people. You know, he ain't playing games with 2/3 of our people, man. He ain't playing games with the wicked, period. So guess what he's doing? He's gone ahead and unaliving them, man, off the face of this earth, man. It's the Lord that do these things, man. But yet they holler about, that ain't my God. Look, hey, you can serve and worship that long dog hair, you know, pale ass idol, man, because he's soft as hell. He looks soft as hell, man. This is Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So you should fear the Lord, man. You need to fear the Lord, man. That's your best bet. Jake quick to holler about he ain't scared of shit. Hey, you need to fear the Lord, man, because you can't touch the Lord. You can't do nothing to the Lord, man. And you Christians, y'all holler about Satan going against the Lord. Hey, Satan can't do nothing against the Lord, man. Hey, this is the beginning of wisdom. If you fear the Lord, you look upon as a wise person, man. But you jakes that don't believe in the Lord, and you atheists and all that, and you believing in other stuff, you know, other religion. Hey, then the Lord gonna have to come pay you a visit, man. Bring you in the spirit world so he can show you who he is, man. By judgment, man. This is Jeremiah 8 and verse 7. They read, yeah, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming, but my people know not the judgment of the Lord Yahweh. And that's why they was right there on that bridge confused. What is that? What the fuck is that? Yo, bro, what is that? It's coming up out of the water. It's coming up out of the water. Look over there. What is that? What is that? You know, that's our people. They don't want to know other Lord, but when they see majestic things like these happening, they don't have no clue. You know, our people are totally lost, man. Hey, Esau did a number on our people. First and foremost, the Lord. You know, and through Esau, hey, Esau did a number on our people, man. You know, we as a nation are greatly destroyed. Okay, we don't know our resting place. We don't know our home. We don't know our power, man. Because we were lied to from the day we were born. Even in our past life, man. You know, which we don't know what we did in our past life, but in this day and age, you know, since we've been born, man, we've been lied to, man. We was already being programmed while we was in the womb of our mother, man. Listening to conversations and bullshit, you know, on the TV and the radios and shit. These different frequencies, man. But I want to go to verse 50 in Jeremiah. Probably just should have bagged out and did it. But this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 6. It reads, "My people have been lost sheep. The shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place." Right, man. You know, our people was a great mountain, man. You know, great people, good people. You know, people of the Lord, man. But now they sinning. You know, they sinning against the Lord. So they went from a great people to a nobody for real. They went from a mountain to a hill. You know, we are despised among the heathen, man. Why? Because we didn't serve our true power, man. You know, it was a point in time we was looked upon as being that great nation, man. To now, we're just niggas and spicks, man. Tuntos and shit. We are by names, you know. Proverbs and shit, man. We're everything under the sun but what the Lord called us, and that's Israel. Why? Because Esau done cut us off from being a nation. Esau done cut us off from knowing who our power is, man. He cut us off from us knowing our heritage, man. Okay, if he wouldn't have did that, then you probably would understand what that is that's coming up out of the water. That's glowing so bright and beautiful, man. They got you niggas stunned, you know. You amazed, man. Just like these heathens, they're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, man. You know. But verse 7 say, "All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we are fear not." Going into these heathens, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, first and foremost, on down to the Chinese, Asian, goddamn African, you know, you name it, man. All the nations outside of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, Seminole Indians, man. It say, and their adversaries said, we are fearing not, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, the habitations of justice, even the Lord Yahweh, the hope of their fathers. And in these days, our people don't have no hope, man, because they don't know the Lord. if those chariots was to start disappearing and reappearing and zooming back, you know, over their head, zooming back and forth, side to side, and doing all types of things, man, they'll have a panic attack, man. They will fucking lose their mind. They will flip out, man. A fucking heart attack, I meant. Back in the book of Psalms, chapter 145, verse 20, it say the Lord Yahweh will preserve all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. Right, man? And you show the Lord that you love him by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, man, to the best of your ability. The ones that don't love him, hey, they do whatever they want to do. You know, they don't have no discipline about them when it comes to the Lord. You know, they don't have no guidance of the Lord when it comes to their life, man. They are self-willed. They do whatever they want to do. You know, niggas quick to spaz out, man. But hey, the righteous will he preserve, man. And that's going into his elect, okay? The 1/3, the 144,000 on down to the rest of the innumerable multitude, man. That 144,000 is prophets, man. Men, not women. Women can't be prophets, man. But I want to get into this book right here, Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. It read, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. And who's blowing the trumpet? His prophets that are out here on the highways and byways. Okay, week in, week out, making videos throughout the week, man, warning our people of the coming destruction soon, man. But guess what? Our people don't listen. That's why none goes to the battle, because they're not listening, man. All right, and that's why Jake find himself in fucked up situations, man. I want to same book, chapter 33, and I'm ending off in this book. Start at verses 4, then 5. It say, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Right, that's your own fault, man, because this word done went out to the highways and byways. Okay, this word done touched the ears of the people in the land. Even the higher ups, the globalists, man, the elite, the ones that's running this place, man. They know who we are. Your President Trump know who we are. But 2/3 of our people, they know who they are, but they don't care, man. They ain't trying to hear. Verse 5, it say, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right. So if you are hearing these messages when you pass by the camp, all right, if you are an Israelite, you stand there and observe. You inquire of what the message is. You don't focus on cuss words, man. You don't sit there and focus on our attire, wondering if we married or not, wondering if we have jobs or not, because you're missing the whole point. It's a message being brought out that can very much brings you salvation, man. So when you seeing these things here, you won't get scared, because you know what they are, man. Alright, but I'm gonna end it off there, giving all glory, praise, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole elect that's scattered abroad, preaching the truth, sincerity. To you, I'm gonna say Shalom.